thinking I'd actually drafted a letter to officially to come and start the engagement, but then I got a call from Mr. Mititi saying there's a CDP process. So I think also God and the entire universe really wanted us to be here because then I didn't have to struggle. Some partnerships, it's like we are really pushing the county, but here I'm seeing our interests are fusing together, and we are all seeing that this is a mutually beneficial engagement. So I also come here today with greetings from my board. They've sent me, the chair to MTA, just to say thank you to the county for agreeing to constantly work with us to improve service delivery. In terms of the TOR, because we'll draft, whoever will get as the champion, there is a retain, I think, of 10,000 per month that we give them. That will be like transport to facilitate calls. They might be making calls to their local leaders on whatever thing that needs troubleshooting around VTCs. So then within that contract, we as MTA will have with whoever we will agree to be there. They also have to show us that they've been doing outreach on issues of VTCs, so which would want evidence of photos, a video, they participated in this, there was a local opportunity within their locality, and they were talking and providing what is happening at the VTCs. We also expect them to meet with their local duty bearers. Are they having meetings with the MCAs? I don't know what the linkage between what the MCA can do with pushing the agenda of the VTCs, the member of parliament, even if it is not directly related, I'm sure there are a lot of linkages within departments, and it's only in our constitution, in our minds, that we have an MP strictly, but the MP is still within the same locality where. So even if you don't have a key role, but the MP can still speak around that. So we would also expect that per month, the report they'll be giving us is per month. Have you engaged with any local duty bearer within your area, and what were you talking about? We have also opportunity for media engagement. There are community radios that we have a budget for. So are they going, we can sponsor them to go to these community radios, discuss about VTCs. So it would be better anyway for a BOG member to be the one going to speak in these stations around the challenges that they are having. Maybe there is no water connected to next to the facility. There are no ABC. So these are the kind of things that we are expecting them to do. We are also going to have a small kind of scorecard per facility that the BOG members will be developing with their communities, with their community. So then there will be constructive engagement from the findings that their facility scorecard has revealed. Are they talking with their duty bearers and even us as the department to be able to address those challenges? So for them would be to profile, because as a department we can see that we are making strides, but maybe for them as BOGs or even the students within those areas, there are other areas that maybe we are not focusing on but are keen to them. So are they having this type of engagements with the department? Then this other one is we are looking, and this also is something, as you can see, the terms of reference is actually kind of the end of this project and what we visualize. We are looking at establishment of students' education financing and inclusion advocacy clubs within the institutions. And for this, we were saying that the initial discussion we had with Mr. Mititi and Momanyi was we can look at just 3 out of the 11 now. Because of the time frame, we can look at maybe just 3 or 2 facilities where we are keenly going deep to understand this pro-poor financing. To the students, it's like we'll be having FGTs and just discussions with the students. If maybe they are students from very poor background. So the other TOR is establishment of these 2 clubs, and we are thinking just 3 facilities because there's also resourcing for that specific activity. So how do we go around it? So on this one, I've spoken to Mr. Mititi that first was for us to agree with the department, is there value for it, or do we feel otherwise, or there's something else that is more pressing in terms of convening a club or a place where students, their own people within these facilities can have their own discussion. So we didn't want to just focus on BOG alone and then we, the department, but this time we also wanted something that would bring the students together.
The BOL champion will also be reaching out to this group so that we also have their input. We get all the link about the profiling, etc. Then the other thing is about the very poor vulnerable groups. I don't know whether the persons, students with disabilities are supposed to pay. or whether it has been waived by the government. I think for fees.
In the VCTs.
Oh, they pay.
They pay.
They pay.
They pay.
So, okay.
The same amount.
Yeah, they pay the same amount.
Same amount. I think there's an area that can be looked at into, so that maybe they waived part of the fees. But it has to be policy.
In terms of the action points that we've developed, I think they're very useful, and I already see quick wins that it's not just for NTA. We've been able then to put things that would look positive to the other stakeholders, like you can nominate, so that those opportunities.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say also thank you for critically developing the action plan, and from this action plan I'm sure if both parties pull in the same direction, then we'll be able to demonstrate results, not just to the donor, but I guess to all of our stakeholders and the people of Nairobi County. So thank you for your time. I want to say really thank you for your time, and I'm looking forward to picking the conversation further and building on what we've already done. Guiding our our engagement as NTA. That one lapsed, so we had drafted both because they informed me. It's also good that even the top county leadership would know that there was a framework guiding this engagement. So we drafted a document, and we put both of our thoughts on it, and now I'd ask them, maybe it comes to your desk and you tell us how we move it forward, so that we would be working on also, we understand our roles and mandate, because listening from Esther also, there are some things I would have done, like let BOGs go on media, which would essentially jeopardize maybe our relationship. But from the MOU, it was really detailing that even communication that we get as a result of us working together is confidential and shared on and agreed. So that's the last thing I wanted to find out. Maybe you can fast track, or maybe you just guide us on how we ensure that MOU is signed. Then we can have also the guarantee that we are engaging a bit longer past not that this project. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this. I keep saying that the fact that you're planning with us cannot go unmentioned. Normally, other organizations, they go on the ground, do something, then they come and tell you, now come, we're going to share our findings. Then you are wanting, instead of doing this, you should have done this for their own purpose, such that their aim is just to attain what they told the donor they're going to attain. They've not asked us, is this what we really need? Yes? The way you asked us, has this been done? Do we need this? So that we know then we do something totally different. I highly appreciate that. About the MOU, Mititi, please bring, let us fast track the signing. Then that is the least we can do. So that even as you engage, you have something that is showing that truly you're working with the county government. Somebody might ask you, so what shows us that you're working with the local authorities? So we will fast track Mititi, that MOU. And then when we start, the way forward that we came up with, when we start doing this, we will be on board very committed, because you are literally helping us do our work. Yes, for a long time I told you Mititi was walking the streets looking for somebody who is really interested in helping vocational training. Most people overlook that part, the vocational training. They think they just primary, secondary, then universities or maybe middle-level colleges, but this vocational training bit. So thank you so much for helping us even get a better way to reach the youth of Nairobi concerning vocational training. So I assure you of our complete cooperation, and even the fact that you are training for us the BOGs can be a headache. Yes, they can be a big headache. This people can tell you. You can find a rogue BOD that makes you not, you can't even work. Yes, it's an amazing opportunity for us. So, and I think thank you so much for availing yourself and contributing very positively towards this. So, thank you so much.